I think the crux of it is this. Put plainly, evil cannot create anything new. It can only corrupt and ruin what good forces have invented or made. Tolkien. That will never sound right when I say it aloud. This may be beyond belief here, but every now and then, people will leave hateful comments on online videos, from what I'm told. It's pretty rare, though. Someone asked me the other day how I deal with hateful comments online. I responded by saying that you can't out-hate all the pain that's out there in the world, but what you can do is take a little time to show a contrast in how you reply. A couple of people saw my Drug Palace of the Mind video, and a couple of those had a thought or two. Sharing is caring and all that. I live for the hateful comments. Welcome back to my video anthology. You know who I am. Kind reminder not to let anyone tell you what to like or sub to. We do, however, get the platform we vote for and the country. In today's work, I'd like to present an entirely new way to look at all the hate online. Old me would have done a whole episode about this in a defensive way. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm attributing the inspiration for this one to all the hate. No longer is the impulsive taking priority over my instinct, though. It's not really like I'm choosing per se, but rather that I'm letting my full brain take a go at it. I legit feel new architecture being built up here in the front center of my brain that I never knew I had. All of which collide into a voice with quite a bit to say. Here's my claim. Every critic is a fan. They just may not be aware of it. It's not just because engagement is engagement, although it is, and it helps drive the impressions. I have a lot of annoying little habits. One of the most fun is that I can interpret almost anything in a way that is both positive and unintended. Why would you ever want to add to the doom and the gloom of the world? What value is there in subtraction? I'm not a math guy, but that feels kind of bad, no? What I did is basic AF. I said thank you. It's not nothing to evoke a response. That you made them not just think something, but enough so that they took time out of their day to comment. You made them feel some shit. Hit a nerve somewhere. Don't shy away from that. Truth often follows. What I did next is I go to each of their channels and I subscribe. Maybe this is madness, but in my mind, it's what we call manners. And as we all know, manners maketh the man. Put another way, man needs a code. A few steps my old noggin put together on how to view it through a bit more of a rose tint. Step 1. Assume they're bots. Odds are good that they might be, and this is the definition of assuming the best. They're perfect, right? Step 2. Never delete them. They're a record of the struggle. Exactly whose, though, is entirely up to us. I find hate inspiring. It's just such a raw emotion. Step 3. Trolls love to fight. And it's okay if you want to feed them something green. But that's just it about the diet, right? You gotta throw them something they've never seen before. You gotta make them think that maybe, just maybe, they don't have a good read on exactly what's going on here. As you know, I do not edit video, nor do I pause the one take I have. But I had a prop, and I'm gonna use it, and the fourth wall can suck it. Step 4. Assume they're speaking from their own pain, rather than any true critique of your work. Step 5. Allow them a chance to change when they are ready. No one's ever done trying to be human. Some of us occasionally get there after a long, long time. That's okay. It's what it's all about. 6. Your work is your work. Who are they to criticize? Your appearance? A lot of comments have had thoughts about my hair. Fun fact here. Some of them have helped me to learn how to properly style it. And some have subscribed. Shut up. Thanks again. You know who you are.
take it in step 7, the most radically positive way you can. Negative judgments usually speak to our own internal state, rather than anybody else's shit. 7. That's my favorite number, so we'll cut it there. It's a good list. I could go on, though. I guess I'm saying that you can turn the other cheek. And if you happen to crop dust a little along the way, more power to you. You don't have to be conventional in your response. I found that often confuses the shit out of the cynic. Like they really just don't get it. But I'd argue that at one time, long ago, they did. A cynic is just an idealist who got jaded along the way. Funny thing happens if you can make it to around 33 when our personalities deeply lock in, if you manage to not lose it by then. It gets locked the F in, and you just don't hate cynics any longer. You want to win them back to the side of the light. It's a good fight to have, and a war that's worthy of a good wage. I'm fine with losing any fight, but how you go down can often be the last thing you have to do that matters in a way of any real meaning. Know what I mean? You know. I think we pick what we do with the time we have left us. Common enough adage, I know, but I think we fail to apply that to others as well. Imagine a life of spreading doomer shit everywhere. No wonder they're so jaded. They've made their inner critic their only voice. I think that they are better than that. And until that day, maybe it's our role to remind them. Buttercream or gangbang that shit, my dudes. I do love to origami my metaphors. My role is for me to define, not anyone else's pain. It's almost always that, at the true root of the matter, though. You matter. And so do your haters. Easy to forget that one. The other, or both. Don't do that. The blood of time waits for no man. Thank you today for a bit of yours. Get good rest. Remember to hydrate. Consume something green if you can. Just beware those green-eyed monsters. Make good choices. And don't die. Hate is just projection. And it's one of the most limp-dicked kinds.